State officials have dedicated a new visitor center and other improvements at the New River State Park in Ashe County. The park and much of the area would have been flooded if it weren't for the efforts of environmentalists some 30 years ago. News 14 Carolina senior reporter Bob Costner and photographer Gregg Pell take a look at a new threat to the river in the mountains of North Carolina.
A sunny summer day served as the backdrop for the dedication of the $6.6 million upgrade at the 2,300-acre New River State Park. It includes campground expansion and a new visitor center.
The greatest value of this building is that it will become a catalyst for learning.
Exhibits outline the history of the New River, thought to be North America's oldest. Native Americans used it for trade and travel. The first Europeans arrived in the 1650s and settled about 100 years later. The river's heritage was threatened in the 60s by a proposed hydroelectric project.
They had all of their permits. They had bought a lot of the land and they were ready to go.
The project would have flooded some 50,000 acres, including 900 homes and 600 farms, displacing 3,000 people. This bridge here would have been 80 feet underwater. Protests eventually reached the national level, and the project was blocked when President Ford signed a bill in 1976 to protect the river.
Everybody working together was just too much, and so they were able to save it.
These days, there's a new threat to the new development.
What I would love to see happen is a little bit more thought going into how development happens, where it's appropriate, and what its impacts are on the river.
The National Committee for the New River thinks the effort's worth it.
The life that it supports, the recreational opportunities that it presents, the spectacular beauty that's here, it's been here for millions of years. This river is just, there's only one like it.
State Representative Cully Tarleton agrees.
Sometimes we have to do things for our soul, and the state parks and our cultural facilities feeds our soul, and that's why we need places like this.
In Ashe County, Bob Costner, News 14 Carolina.